All right. God, I actually just get to use the dashboard again now, too. All right. Well, this is going to be a learning experience as well. All right, good stuff. So here we go. We have what I was worried was going to be almost like an ambush or something. I was worried that a few people in the guild, there was a slight mention that maybe they would try to gang up on me, maybe catch me with a surprise, but I think for the most part, we got through unscathed. We have, I think, a pretty straightforward day today. There's a couple of things. If there is going to be... Wait, this is the wrong comparison. Whatever. We have a couple of concerns. So because of the accidental join this week, when I was in the middle of trying to plan through everything, there was one very, very specific matchup that I was really hoping we wouldn't have to fight this week so that I could optimize it, get it into lock for next week, and we would just be rock solid against it. Unfortunately, we are just... gonna be the first thing we do here, so we'll see what happens. It's CLS versus gas. I think we'll still be fine, but there's a few small factors here that could lead up to something a little bit more painful. What's up, Kiawe? Welcome, welcome. What's up? I'm doing pretty okay over here. I was a little bit stressed until, shoutouts to PrimeBot, I did toss on a defense scout just to see what was going on, if they were posting in the middle of the night or anything. Right as the lock flipped over into an offense, I saw it was the same thing, so I actually feel a lot more confident now. I don't think there's any major curveballs. So yeah, honestly, I don't think there's too much to say here for the most part. This is 4 versus 4 Galactic Legend, but this seems to be happening a lot. We are encountering a lot of people who got their 4th Galactic Legend, but aren't on the 4th ult yet. So unfortunately, a little bit of a mismatch. Yo, free 88. Huh. I've spent 2 or 3 hours testing this overlay last night, and that never happened? Wait, why are we getting double? You know what? Honestly, today's going to be a little bit scuffed. All of my time is still going into wrapping up the playbook. I have given myself a deadline. I am going to say this on the stream because I want to fire lit under myself. The Patreon and the playbook, I want to say, are coming out March 1st. So, I just said it now. There's no going back. I wanted to launch alongside Conquest because I do want to have some Conquest stuff in there. So, all of my time, I made this jump a little bit early because we had some technical issues. And then, yeah. Got that sweet first icon. Yeah. So the animation's going to be a little bit jank for today. You know what? I appreciate all y'all anyway. If you donate, I apologize for maybe not necessarily. God damn. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is just revealing the scuffness. Whatever. It'll be a fun day today. Yes, we are finally on Twitch. We are gonna have to upload our VODs to YouTube, but you know what? It's an insane amount of upload space to actually have to go in after the fact and try to stitch stuff together with the technical difficulties we had. It took 3 hours for me to re-encode that VOD so I could upload round 4. It was just like, what is even happening right now? Yeah. Otherwise, in the matchup, we're a little bit ahead on Maz. Our top end is, of course, still insane for now. Still waiting for people to catch up on that. But yeah, twice as much fun with twice as many alerts. I don't know. Like, I don't see... Oh god, I totally know what's happening. Okay, we're safe. We can't be hurt, except for the part where I'm... up the fan. Oh, sick. Okay, we can swap scenes and it works. Okay, we're in business now. See? I did put in the work. It was just... there's a second alert box lurking in some of these scenes, and I don't know which is gonna be which. It'll be a fun adventure together. Alright. I think let's get going. We have... Actually, we should know for the most part what they have in general today, which... I mean, it works for me. There's going to be a couple of painful matchups, but I think our defense should be pretty sick for the high train. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Thank you all a lot for that, though. I've been on Twitch forever, but I was a Twitch streamer back in like the old like post Justin TV days, so I don't actually know what any of this means, but thank you so much. Appreciate all y'all. Yeah, I took a couple of gambles. I really don't know how I feel about this. Or, no, I do now, because I think we're actually pretty insane. I'm actually just gonna turn the overlay off. So I haven't used this team in ages. Just because most of the time this wasn't worth it. You lost 2 teams for 1, but I think today we're actually insane with this. So you can see out front, we got the SLKNS, not exactly anything new or flashy. It already kind of faded. But we have the GAS and the CLS here. And it just feels nuts to me. Like, we are effectively kind of trying to force out a Galactic Legend there. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Jedi Knight Rev and Jedi Knight Luke can work, but I'm so glad that I haven't reliquified my zombie yet. If anything, I'm actually kind of debating just taking off all of his mods. We've already, if anything, I kind of don't want this to be a health primary either. I want him to be like as squishy as possible, just so we can lay that trap. We don't have the good clock where you set him to go right before Kylo's second turn, but in this case, he's slow enough anyway. I think it's fine. We got a super fast Kylo. I think we're chilling. I'm feeling good. I don't know. I've been mixing it up a lot. Unfortunately, we did go a little bit scuffed, I'd say, with this bottom team. This Lando, man. This Lando was me saying, oh god, I have 5 minutes left to lock, and I need some Whistling Bird generation, and I had to use Finn down south for Ray. Cabion Prime Force, thank you all so much. By the way, I just wanted to shout out, I think you can only do messages on the resubscribe, but I do have text-to-speech enabled, for better or worse, but I'm here to embrace the worst part. I have to figure out the policy on, I know the carnage that text-to-speech is capable of, and I'm here for some of it, but I don't know the skip button yet, so that's just gonna be a thing for a moment. I gotta update, catch up with the Twitch meta. But yeah, so we have a pretty solid setup in general, I think. Plenty of challenge from today, certainly not as strong as we will be next lock, and in fact, the time, I told myself, right before, like, as we're about to jump in, we're like right on the brink of CG announcements. Hey, what's up, Exo? Welcome. Ooh, our overlay. I don't know why that moved for this one. I didn't move that myself. The announcements are coming in March. Look, there comes a point in time where you know a counter is close. You know a counter is possible, but you just need to beat the crap out of it with restarts and tinkering. I think, and even, okay, so if the GL announcement happens in March, assuming that there even is a GL announcement coming, I actually almost kind of hope it doesn't. 6GL and 8GL is actually gonna just be a huge shift for this game. I think it might be time. There's like 4 minutes left. Okay, no, we start a battle first. We need to, like, it's Friday. We're like at the very edge of when CG could announce anything this week. I think if we don't hear any news by the end of this, I think we're starting. I think it begins. We need to get that counter up and rolling. I've had a lot of people testing me, helping me test, but sometimes you just gotta roll up your sleeves, and I strongly believe in it, but we gotta figure some stuff out. Don't do it. We have, I'm putting a clock on. We have 45 minutes, I think, before we're probably past the point of CG not doing news for this week. Even then, we're already probably past that point, but just as, like, playing it safe, right? Because the moment that I gear shore, it's 5:15 right now. The news usually comes in 2 minutes. If I gear shore now, we're gonna, like, a Bo-Katan kit reveal in 60 seconds. That's just the way this has to go. Alright, I think, for the most part, said most everything there is to say. The offense, we have 1 GL. They posted 1 GL. They do have Sentinel Emperor for a well, whatever. If they're watching the stream, they'll know it's 3v3, but Sith Eternal Emperor with no ult doesn't exactly have a license to go hunting for meteor teams, let's say, for the most part. So, yeah, we got the spray, we got this gas, we got the CLS, and maybe a little bit of extra heat in rear, but I don't think we're going too intense on offense. That being said, though, we have some concerns, let's say. So we've got the Relic 8 gas. He is not too heavily offense stacked. We got the crit damage triangle, offense cross speed arrow. This is why I was really hoping the remod this week would, or the lack of remod this week, let's say, wouldn't get punished. So we have a Han who is fast enough to be what we need him to be. Not exactly proper modded for this counter, though. This is just kind of the thing. Gas 501st is, I think, going to become a lot more common in GAC defense again, especially if you've got that Kiadi Mundi. And this is just, you know what, we're just going in immediately, I think. It's just going to have to be this way. We're just going to have to bite this bullet here, because I think this is going to be the tone setter, right? So we got the guarded CLS. We're putting Chupio second just to guarantee it, although with this modding, it actually probably was just going to happen anyway. And, yeah. Wait, is Chupio actually still going to be guarded? I'm pretty sure he should be. If he is not, this is actually going to be really uncomfortable. Oh, God. Well, we have no choice either way. If this is true, then this is an even bigger part of this really needed to be a remod this week. Alright, whatever. We're just doing this. This is going to feel terrible if this goes the way I'm worried. Okay, we got the guarded CLS. Alright. We're through the door. Taking counters, hopefully not that bad. Protection's still holding a little bit strong for now. 5 for the targeting, not too bad. So we have the CLS stance swap. This is the only matchup where you'll ever see me want to do this. And then we have the topple ready. Some not bad RNG targeting. Let's take a Han Shrug for now. Into Chewie assist call probably has to be the play here. I don't think it's ever really going to be anything else. I usually use blind here. Obviously, it's not actually helping us push, but we have a lot of time. Let's try the AoE this time. Alright, they're going to get some turns, hopefully some counterattacks to help drop them. So we do get the gas down in one shot. This Han is dying, though. This Han is the deadest Han I've ever seen in my entire life. So, let's see. I think we're flirting with a 54 if we're lucky. Probably a 52 or lower otherwise. He's definitely looking at Han right now. Well, he doesn't go down, though. Okay. Alright. See, we get that 54. Okay. The health stack Han feels so bad to me sometimes. I'm on the brink of considering doing a Relic 8 gas and then just giving him offense set, offense cross, offense triangle, offense arrow, and just seeing if a Relic 8 gas could just, you know, because think of it this way, right? In terms of what he had on his gas, there was a lot of damage that our Han didn't end up taking there that I think if you just go, like, just every other stat doesn't even matter. Offense here, percent offense secondary is here. Like, protection just barely even matters, right? You give them the quick and easy topple, which the protection stack can punish bad. Like, not even bad. It's just like people aren't clocking CLS for this matchup anymore, right? Like, I wonder if we make those double gas counters just hurt horribly at the start now, right? Just FYI, your stream isn't playing on YouTube. Yeah, that's basically just a notification for people who are supposed to be there. That's why I had the title just saying, like, hey, we're live over at this URL. I'm going to pull it down once we're done streaming here. And yeah, hopefully it makes sense. We are Twitch only now. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so I know there's a crowd of people who catch it the day after, and for that purpose, they should notice a difference. We got the recording on my computer, so can't even just set that. Start uploading right after the fact. Pretty good. So that was actually, I was a little bit worried about the modding there, but that actually went pretty much exactly the way I had hoped. I still just have some major trust issues with GG against CLS. This is either a complete breeze or a complete nightmare with 0 middle ground, but I think we're supposed to stay responsible for today, right? Unfortunately, this should be what we're doing right now. This should be the plan. Unfortunately, due to the accidental join, we have a Gucci Cam wearing the Relic 8 and also just wearing the hottest, trashiest 5-dot mods you've ever seen. So I don't think he's necessarily equipped for this role today. Yo, peace out, Cabian. Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Rescue? Just about Throne Lead Vader counter to DR. Who's speed important to look out in that match? You don't want to use... Oh, wait. No, Throne Lead. Sorry, but that is Vader lead. You want to make sure to start that ideally you want Vader and Bastila faster than you. Bastila slower can be fine as long as you aren't in a situation where she's turbo slow. Or, like, basically you want to secure that Revan is dead, and then slow Bastila can be fine from there. It really depends. I'm not promoting the Revan without Watt yet, or the Vader without Watt yet, just because there's a lot of gaps to fill in there. There's some inconsistency there. And honestly, so the problem that I'm having with it is, I think even if I get the wrinkles ironed out and feel good enough to publish it, I think it's actually still going to end up being one of the trickier counters. Tricky in the sense of there's a lot of live decisions to make, and it's one of those counters where you really need to get in and play it a few times just to kind of know the thought process, because sometimes they'll hit you with an interesting choice of like, ooh, do I Thrawn swap? Like, most people would Thrawn swap to Vader always, but sometimes you need to swap either to a tank who's close to dying or to someone with low turn meter, because you know that that Malak is going to taunt in like 60% turn meter, and you need to set your Thrawn to 80% or 20, technically. Yeah, it means you got that Prime going on, the Prime crown. I'm not a Twitch partner. No, so because I was multi-streaming, I'm not eligible for affiliate until this stream might push me over. I don't know, we'll see. We were past the affiliate requirements, but because we were multi-streaming, it doesn't count, which of course, why would they? Since we were so YouTube heavy. So this was the plan. We have a scuffed cam, unfortunately. So I guess we're just on the gas train, almost to the point where we almost don't even really need Cam to be here. We could save Cam for like a Bastila lead or something, depending on what we got going on, so I think I'm happy with that choice too. We're just on old school JML gas, unfortunately, just for this 1 week. Yeah, Forsey, he actually mentioned they played you a few times. Hopefully, I think he said he beat you, not trying to out you or anything. Oily, of course, thank you for the sub as well. Sorry, I did not catch that in time. Yeah, I think we're going in. This is, you know, we got to play around Poe, make sure the gas doesn't get whirlwinded here, but yeah, pretty standard. Yeah, deals. If you want to post it on my Discord, like, just lay out the speeds on your side and their side, just so we can get a good idea. Check for ability blocks. We get both of them on the bros. It's a good start. Missile immunity is a pain, but usually doesn't matter too much early on. I always hate this turn. This just feels so inefficient to me to not lessen, but also to not dispel. Or whatever, I'm taking basic today. It's just how I'm feeling. Let's just keep spreading Jedi lessons around. Back on the Shakti assist call already. Grab some GMY turn meter. We don't even hit that damage immunity. All right. We take those. All right, so we're still taunting for now. The healing immunity is almost gone. We almost got the ult as well. If we could, like, try to brute force all of their immunities right now. Can't say I would mind too much. We could have stolen that crit immunity, actually. All right, they're in ults. Usually we just kind of spam basics here, but I do want to patch up people's protection a little bit if we can. And now I think we just switch to basic. Actually, you give me a chance to heal JML, we're always taking that. Get double cooldown increase. And then we'll let her out of ults finally. Yo, chill. Okay. At the Afflux, we're gonna take another whirlwind. Not the best, not the worst. Today, but it crashed. It's attempting battle meditation, but we're definitely just keeping moving. We don't have her down to protection yet, so we definitely want to just spend this first gas turn over here. We did lose the crit immunity, unfortunately. Alright, everyone's still pretty healthy. We're just spamming reductions. We got the DI. We just need to start making sure that people are staying healthy enough. I'm shocked to give yourself speed up just so we can try to get another protection call. Let's... Yeah, these calls don't really matter. We're mostly just in protection patch mode. So she's going to go into ult here. Pretty standard. Yoda, let's try to get him bulked up a little bit. The second ult actually could end up taking him out. We have the revive, of course, but I say why not if we can. Alright, ouch, but also, yeah, we're fine. We're not. Okay. You need to chill. Ooh, we could have lost our chance to get GMI back. Alright. We actually have some time to just start patching people up. I guess basic is best we're gonna get there. Yeah, she's that dude. What? Okay. Workable. Her master is actually a little bit stacked. Ooh, 55? 50? Okay. Not bad. We had a Grandmaster with a Terminator removal that we actually could have bought some more time. 57 was really hard to get there, though. You lost 3 times? Man. Okay. Wait a minute. We didn't spend anyone there that would have stopped the JK or JKO. Okay, he actually switched up from his week 1. I wasn't expecting double GL. This should mean he's a little bit screwed, though. A little bit surprised. Okay. We're in business. He does have fast first order officer, I believe. I also don't expect it to really matter for this matchup at all. Yeah, we got JK or JKL. We're still clocked pretty well. We should check Hux's tenacity, but for our clocking, yeah. Alright, let's just take it. I will say, we have been getting a little bit greedy on the Revan modding lately. We've been kind of cutting his budget a lot. Probably Hermodiota as well. Yeah, both of them have seen, let's say, some better days. But I guess with single tank too, this actually might end up getting a little bit messier than usual. We'll see how things line up. We might get a Citrooper AoE early. Let's go. Pop that savior. So we actually, if Citrooper wasn't here, we actually wouldn't have hit that. Interesting. I thought he was actually fairly squishy now too. Alright. Right here. Pinning shot. Doesn't mean too much for us. Hopefully we don't. Okay, without the Jedi's pull. We're comfy. This feels like a basic to me. Stun doesn't really change here. Ooh, you offer me this. It's really hard not to take it. We do have 3 foresight, I guess. Is it better for us not to ability block him here? We do have Old Ben taunting first, actually. Let's take it. Yeah. I'll take that. This is supposed to just be this. On Bastila for the another ability block, I guess. Yes. We hit those. You know what? It was gonna happen sooner or later. Alright, he might be close to his turn swap, so I don't really want to give that to them. We might as well. It's a little bit of overkill on damage. Really hope we'll take that kill. I'll take a counterattack. Finish that off. Bastila, we've got with the potential incoming ability block. She's been... yeah, okay. She has been due for some misses. One more time? We hit the blind, we hit both. Okay. Kind of wasted. Who's counting? Okay. Pretty standard. Of course, with the missing double tanks, but we'll take that too. So we're in pretty alright shape. I guess we're moving. Is there any way that we can not do Grievous? No. Okay. They're gonna shoot Manigard. I can tell you right now. No question in my mind. Wait, like, I have made Newt as appealing as possible. He's still gear 12. This soft frame of his. And they're still gonna shoot Manigard. 4 protection primer, triple defense set. Oh, that's critical. Got it. They're still gonna shoot Magna. Whatever. I'm not gonna look. See? What'd I tell you? Why do I even bother? It feels really bad to not start fishing for target locks, but I should have checked if it was tenacity or true or not, but even if it is or isn't, it doesn't really change our decision making that much. If we AoE, it's feeding CLS a lot of turn meter though. Maybe it's better if we wait. If we AoE now, it's feeding us a lot of tenacity, or a lot of potency though. A little bit more worried for B2 than else here. If Magna dies, it's playable. If B2 dies, things get a little bit of... let's heal Magna. I don't know. Okay, we finally have activation. We hit the quad target lock. We'll take those. And now we do have ourselves a bit of a train. I kind of almost want this to just be basic. Just pick up the 5. We miss it, and then we get counterattacked. I'm not a fan. We really need to be spamming AoEs, but we are losing target locks faster than we're getting them, unfortunately. Luke actually can threaten Grievous here. I might just give him a heal real quick. The mark is useful, but I am scared. We do need to hit the mass assist, unfortunately, on Chupio. We do need to be killing Chewie, though. B1's probably going to get killed off by Grievous. We need to close immediately if we're going to try to keep him up. Actually, maybe I spoke too soon. We need to heal Magnagard just because we need to try to boost his health protection. And 53 for a Magna shot first, we'll take that. So the reason why we want Noose to get shot there is because it's an immediate AoE for our Grievous. You just hit the AoE target lock immediately. Our Grievous has a potency cross as well, just to help boost that aspect of his kit. The last update, they score box and now point don't show on our box. Oh yeah, true. Honestly, I just look for the number and then click out so fast that it took me a second to even process it. Yeah, it's true. How fast are they? We're basically through the woods now. A little bit of bleed, but kind of expected bleed. Okay, nothing bad over there for the most part. Should probably check Poe. I didn't even see if Poe was in there. I don't wait. There was then the L3 scav plus resistance, so there is not even any Dameron of any kind. .304. Okay. I really want to Vader that would guess us through the door. I guess we do need a tank of some sorts. Or do it. Wait. I guess we don't. I guess we really don't. Okay, fine. Look, Gideon is incredibly powerful. It almost kind of irritates me that he's in the game. It just, yeah, good job, dude. Really, really putting on the challenge there. Like, the moment that Moff Gideon goes widespread is the moment where I can no longer post my Mon Mothma team on defense because Gideon has like 20, it's low 20s, it's like 22 or something base natural speed on Kara out of box. Hey, what's up, Promethean? Like, this team has done some fantastic work for me. Just cannot say enough for it, especially for its relative gear cost. And even, like, for the most part, we've got a Ferrari set here and then, like, some old Vader hand-me-downs here. And the rest of it is pretty trash modded. Like, if anything, I really should give them more. Like, you can see, like, we got mismatched sets. What do I... Yeah, defense... Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's good stuff. And, like, this team will still, like, eat your Jedi Knight Revan that you probably have, like, maybe B team speed priority on. Like, just complete afterthought. I mean, I think she's, like, health and protection stacked, which gives her team a little bit of bulk. But, yeah. Dude just loves Vader hand-me-downs. This being the old Vader mod. Crit chance potency, everything dude wants for, especially in this ability. It's good stuff. Alright. I feel like I used to use Ness against this. I also feel like I used to get suspicious about this. It's not the Zeta. We do have Imp Troopers as well, actually. And Imp Troopers probably don't want to end up fighting the bros unless we could line up like a double kill at once, which is ambitious. We also do just have a lot of Jedi. Ah, we spent Bastila though. Man! Are we really just not using Relegate Cam this entire week? None of these Jedi are really offering a good banner type deal here. How fast are they? Actually, nah, Cam can't solo. Is there crew here? Actually, this is not a good idea. Please just have somebody fast enough that I'm getting talked out of this. This is never the correct call. No, you know what? His modding this week is going to be so bad that he's just too slow to get into Makashi in time. His protection is too low. That's the argument that I'm going to tell myself. I bet he doesn't even have a protection circle. We put him through tier 3 assault battles, and he was chilling. I guess the question is... Oh, wait, what am I even thinking about here? Tenacity 120%. No, the Kylo can definitely stun him. This is a terrible idea. If he had tenacity modding, then it'll be safe. But this should be... Yeah, bad idea. Okay, moving on. I still feel like there's room for Nest to just get hurt in a real big way here, but we have done this before. Yeah, Cam gets some extra tenacity, but because of his modding, there is just... Like, if you wanted to build Cam for solo, you would need to at least flex in a tenacity set minimum, ideally with Cross as well. We're also just not going to be doing that most of the time, so I'm not going to mod him for that. Remember looking at task. We're not. No. Refuse. I actually would, though. Also, at that point, it's not really worth the banners, right? Nests. The lady's got this. They're not even crit immune. It's been a while since I did this, but she's stronger now than she even was back then. Not the best day's work I've ever seen, but I think Nest loses to Kyle usually. I know I've run this a bunch though. We kind of just want to keep them alive for this. Oh, that looked a little bit scary. I would like Fox to be dead. Also, all these explosives that we're getting to is just ramping us as well. Yeah, she's got this matchup. Just needed... I was wondering if that hit was gonna happen. We actually, I don't know if we killed Faust on counter or not. We just needed to avoid the outrage with the 75% more damage, lining up with her health being low. She was so close. Actually, the same exact issue that happened last round with the Padme solo with her not having enough offense was actually the exact same issue that just caused her from not getting that kill hit there. Am I just going tenacity farming again? We had the kill shot. This mod wasn't even on her. I think if we had this mod, I think we get that kill on Kylo. And maybe the real truth is to relegate nests. General Kenobi is the broke option. Nest is the woke option. I just don't have any good offense mods. I picked up the tenacity secondaries and then just stopped. We're so close to being there. Like, we pick up that matchup if we have it, but just... I'm so sad. We can make some changes. I don't know. It's hard to say. If we're trying to tech against this. Why no Kira lead, though? For banners. Kira lead would have, of course, helped there. And also because, like, I saw, like, the thing about him getting the protection back is, as long as we keep him from lifestealing up, we got the exact hit that I was hoping for when I chose this matchup, right? Because him getting this protection back actually buffs up our damage as well. In this one just has like 2 minutes of dead silence at the end. I've never understood why. Like, this outrage giving him protection back means that our nest ignores defense. So we got the low health hit. He gets maybe 60% protection back, but ultimately, especially because I think that is not a very protection-oriented Kylo for the most part. Yeah. So we were dealing with roughly the same health and protection pools, but we were getting the big extra hit with no armor. Yeah, I don't know. We could have chucked in Kira. We could have just had better S-modding as well. I don't know if I took a basic on boss that I shouldn't have, maybe. And also, actually, I had to think about it. We did do the Nest AoE, which made her cycle another turn quickly. That next turn cycle was going to get us the nuke that was going to kill him, but maybe that could have ended up pushing our turn a little bit earlier, that we might have been shielded. It should have been the same. Of course, who called it? We saw the kill shot. I think that the big running story for me this week is my Nest is on the brink of greatness, but just, this is a classic example of, like, you hit your minimums, but you don't necessarily have the extra spice that really makes this a noteworthy Nest, right? Like, there are so many, this isn't the one that she has on, but like, any place that you see defense, that you see protection, that you see potency, is spaces that should be offense that would have helped her close it out immediately. So it just is what it is. This is like the only actually correct mod that she would have, or that she has on right now, I would say. If it was going to be a god mod, you would want % health instead of % protection. This is like a primary match with 3 tenacity hits, and then that's it. This is a primary match with the speed and tenacity. Like, there's just a lot of work to do here, potentially. It actually might be time soon, once I hit the 25 plus, that I go fishing for 63 tenacity rolls. Like, this mod, I would love to keep slicing for her. Especially if this is all we have. I think this is actually a good argument to get slicing on that sooner. So sad. And this, for this to happen back-to-back in 2 rounds now, like, if there was ever a warning sign of like, hey, you're cutting way too many corners on your nest modding, yeah, fair enough. So OG Kylo is actually a pretty good duelist. Trying to think if there's any other. I don't think Thrawn actually takes it. He doesn't. So the issue, or the big issue would be, like, he doesn't have any moves that can ignore Foresight. So Spirit actually could maybe pull it out, but the problem is going to be these Terminator gains is going to line him up potentially with a turn where he pops the Foresight and then hits again. And that's not good. Stick Ray. She even have her gear on. I didn't know she's on. Oh, Jesus. Well, yes, but also no. Oh, I just, like, slapped on whatever pilot mod my head sitting around. Fair enough. terms of one man, I don't know if I see anyone really being trustworthy here. Doesn't basic ignore foresight? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, no. So, like, if we could check his speed versus our speed, but I think Lash Out will line up eventually and give him what he needs. Does he even have a self-advantage giving mechanic? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. It's tough to say. My Spear was better, but maybe feel more confident in it. They are also an extreme hand-me-downs. I'm almost a little bit shocked that they don't have broken stuff, but you can see, yeah. Not exactly killing it out here. Alright. I don't think we won, man. Maybe a 2-man. Alright, let's solve bottom first and come back. We don't have JCR, unfortunately. JCR was my favorite against the bros. We are running into 55 territory, though. Maybe Geos? Geos can bypass L3 pretty comfortably. I don't really mind her too much. Well, I guess she would punch Brute. Feel great. Get the taunt off of Finn easily. We kill Han. I don't hate this. My Geos also have very low mod priority right now. But I believe they are at least mostly modded. Spy, I usually try to make sure he has at least a little bit of flavor on him. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good mod. This deserves a slice at some point. Alright, I think Geos. The problem is we're going to run out of time. Like, this could very easily turn into a 55 anyway, but this at least has the protection recovery to think about being... Wait. Why not Troopers? I'm a little bit worried. We kill Vet Hun first, we're going to get hit with a double Chewie turn, which is going to at least tax us on banners in a way that feels a little bit hard to prevent, is my concern. I guess Piet does actually have the days, as long as we hit the days on OG or that Chewie, then it's not that bad. He will still take the double turn cycle, but he should never get to that point. That is leaving our banners down to an 85 potentially, but yeah, I guess that's probably better odds than Geos were almost definitely going to take a hit and we would have to equalize back up to top. Let's see. I could probably kill all three first. I don't think it should be that bad. Oh, right, the counterattacks. That's actually problematic as well. I almost kind of wish I went Days Opener with Piet. I mean, he has stealth now, so it's actually a fairly low risk play. Okay, we hit it. So we actually do kind of want the stagger over here. You know what? Whatever. I'm not going to question it. A little bit annoying. I don't know. I didn't even factor in the Vet Han counter chance as well, which actually would have probably made me less confident in the full 60 as well. But it worked out. Who does Thrawn want to pair with the most here? I don't think it's Palp. He's not even modded. Yeah, dude's just not in the GAC game plan. I guess, though, we could have, like, Talzin Dooku lead is just not... I just don't think it's rated for the level of teams I'm looking to post here. Maybe there would almost be a call that it could be something to run on offense. I don't really expect them to be posting SLK and S in the future, though, so this standing 3 pair shouldn't really be a thing in the future. Maybe we just do. He is at least a fairly fast closer. We are going to be taking a fairly big hit potentially at the start, which isn't exactly great either, but he did finish with it, so we actually shouldn't have it. Okay, we're fine. Maybe double tax us. We do, or we could just outspeed him. Of course, if he got the last hit, then he's 0% Terminator. The preload's not bad. Hit him with the armor shred, hit him with our... God, please just land a crit to save your life. So sad. His base crit chance is so pathetic. Like the dude is almost harder to mod for than Vader. Vader needs the potency that he mostly doesn't care about. I bet he went double. No. I guess, yeah, if he's not catering his... Congrats to me. We're on the same fleets. Yeah, Relegate Cam, you would like to believe that he's self-capable, but you really just have to do some ridiculous work in the mod department to fully bring him online. Look at this. We have set. You see crit chance appearing around here. I want you to take a guess. I want you to guess a Relegate Kiadimundi, physical damage dealer, gets extra crit chance from relics. What do you think that his crit chance is at right now? Just guess. %. Oh shit, that's actually higher than I was expecting it to be. I mean, okay, he does actually have decent amount of crit chance support. Yeah. So if he wasn't Relegate, he's down a little bit more. It's just, this is with crit chance in almost every slot. We're still barely at 75. What's it called again? Who's better, Kiadimundi or Beskar Mando in your opinion? Kiadimundi for the strategic. Like, okay, Kiadimundi if you have Jedi Master Luke. That's what everything is entirely couched off of right now, because this paired with this frees up this strategically. Not to say that you always necessarily need to be running JML gas, but if that's a part of your toolkit, then the good cam frees him up to potentially post 5-0 first on defense. I'm still not sure on how I feel about it, but I definitely want to be able to threaten at the very least. So he had 75% crit chance in that fight, and the man still crit like 1 and 3. Good god. So that wasn't even necessarily mods-wise. That was just due to sleep on the job. See you out here. Whatever. His crit chance isn't. His modding isn't that intense for crit chance. It's just present. Slightly sliced. Not the best values either. Alright. Wait, did we get attacked? Still not sure. Negotiate, like, we got a 66 against Radis last time, and yet the battle felt bad the entire time. You just, because of that cleanse that 7-star Radis has, it just becomes a pain. Where next lock we should have the full GR suite. Rex ship is still gonna be a 6-star for probably like 6 more weeks. It just hasn't been showing up in shop. Yeah, I don't know. It just, like, unless we get the lucky target lock, which so far we really haven't. Redis doesn't have a tenacity passive, I don't think, right? Like, they have avoid or evasion up. Yeah, I mean, like, tenacity up, but that's conditional to the ults. We've just been getting unlucky against Radis lately, I guess. Whatever. Hopefully we'll walk out with another 66 would be appreciated. I could use a happy landing right now. So that still sucks. I'm not going to give their X-Wings turn meter this time. It just, the Houndstooth turn order wasn't money the way I was hoping, so. Grab a Breach over here, and now we have Houndstooth taunting for the dude, and we have Breach over here for taunts. Okay. All I ask. Give me 2. We can get 3. We're good players. We're god gamers today. It doesn't even feel that good. Like 7-star Redis. It's just such a good button. Tempting. This feels like bait. I'm pushing the button. If it's gonna be bait, then it's delicious bait. Ow, but it's fine. Next turn we have the special coming in. Fortunately, we lost the debuff, so we don't quite have it available. Kinda just a bad turn. Alright, Houndstooth with the kill shot. Take that. Really glad that we did call in Ahsoka, because I was worried about the Xanadu giving Houndstooth countering to just start healing him. It's probably a fine AoE. Okay. Ahsoka feels like participating. Yo, what's up, cool kid? That probably should have been a breach. Doesn't really matter though. Not a 66, but man, yeah. Even hitting the triple target lock, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything really to say there. It just the damage isn't quite able to push it through. So it didn't really change the matchup aside from we got that fast Houndstooth kill. Which I appreciate. Hard to complain about that. That is not the ship that I'm looking for. Wait, what? I didn't even process. Finalizer, but no tie opener bomber. Unfortunately, this means that we should have hunted on Vulture. Worst case scenario, we got the Ebon Hawk for anti-tie bomber though. I really don't have that much target lock to offer without the tie opener though, so bomber doesn't really come online for a little bit. Oh. I guess it stops our Sunfac from taunting, but it also means that we just get to the snap. This is gonna feel pretty good. Okay, I wasn't sure if the AI was gonna be hard-coded to go for Vulture. Guess not. I guess that's a source of target locks for them. Fair enough. Is there any real reason that we need to bring a reinforcement right now? Not really. I guess the Breach or the Chafe would feel good here, but just build our droid. Our droid army. Ouch. Okay. Short and sweet. Yeah, we just lost him. You practice a counter just for it to go on offense. That just happens sometime, man. I was psyching myself out so hard last night trying to like out mind game possible mind games in case I wasn't sure if people in the alliance were gonna try to gang up on me. So I was actually considering just going triple GL up here in case like they went mega. Basically the same way that I won that 3v4 matchup in 3v3. I was worried that they might go for a no clear and then just play to win on efficiency. If I usually protect my bottom. and top is worth more, so I was worried that they would just go heavy, neither of us clear, and then go up north. So I came extremely close to playing around that, but they did say that they wanted to do it all by themselves, so I felt a little bit more comfortable going with south, the normal style gameplay. We'll see though. Alright, we did drop a battle, I think. In terms of, they posted double GL, and I think my setups should provide them a lot of difficulty, actually. There's one change I do wish I made, but I don't want to show it yet. I did do a little bit of mixing and matching in rear, and then changed my minds, but we'll see. I'm really curious to see what they use, because I did switch up comps a little bit, and I think it should work well against what they've got. Yeah. They're in a rough spot now, actually. They're in a very rough spot. They have JML, no Kiadi Mundi. So in their match history, they have been using JML with the Jedi Knight Luke against Rey. But then what are they even doing against Kylo? I think they're just, wait, are they just hosed entirely? I respect the double post, but shenanigans like that, you don't really get to get away with when you're behind. And again, they did just repeat their defense from last round, but that's... I do not envy their position. They do have options. This is a comp that can kind of gum things up for Vader a little bit, depending on what Vader tools he has available. But anyway, all of it is entirely designed to pull out Watt, so... Yeah. I'm curious. I'm real curious. I feel good, though. Drop that Nest battle. I do... Something's just gotta happen. We have way too many cut corners on this modding. We're gonna have to... The problem is, it's not even like something I can fix by lock. It's just like we need to farm tenacity sets that include the hardy part. Because I guarantee right now, if I just do like person offense and tenacity, and let's sort by tenacity because that's just how it's gonna be usually. Yeah. I mean, this is already pretty self-sustainable. This actually definitely needs to be 60th array at some point soon. Not a square type stat sort. You see, yeah, barely any options down here. This gold, not even a good tenacity roll, and then a completely missed offense. I guess the style is sort of... And again, we're still in the exact same situation though. We would need to roll this again just to hope that this gets like 5-ish, 6-ish tenacity with the 6E. It's just rough. It just needs more time. I didn't have the dedication, the tenacity farm that Clash did. And as a result, that corner cutting does just come back to blow up occasionally. Unfortunately though, I don't think it'll really impact the win today at all. But so we just relegate Nest, man. That's just gonna be the life we're living for a little bit, I guess. Relegate Nest actually almost doesn't even sound that bad, but that's also just crazy talk because I do think we're at a point where Nest is actually just fading out of the meta right now. Most teams already are safe against Nest that you see on defense nowadays, and that is only continuing to get worse over time. Like today was kind of an exception, but if you just look at the usual like 7-team pair on defense, I'm basically just enjoying the time that I have left, aside from, I guess, if I time out against Padme, then I'm enjoying it less. But, like, it's a roster convenience that usually lands you at 60, right? But even this Relic 7 almost could be considered an overcommit. Not to say that Nest doesn't have use. We'll see. Alright, I guess that's it. Disappointing Nest aside. We got through fairly unscathed, which I'm grateful for because the gas had me a little bit stressed, but CLS, or Grievous against CLS, is just pure stress for me nowadays. Alright. I think it's time we'll set up a raid. Came, we saw, we conquered. I appreciate y'all hopping over to Twitch, by the way. I really wasn't sure what to expect here, but we were so YouTube-based before. You think Knife vs. Padme is a really useful tool to have? I agree, but we see Padme on defense less as well. I mean, it's hit or miss, but Padme on defense has more and more counters now, and depending on the whole CLS Grievous stance, will they, won't they post CLS? Should I, shouldn't I hold Grievous? It's nice to have a Padme against Grievous in general. Only a 55, but it's a very, very comfortable 55, and I think sometimes having a dedicated comfort counter is actually pretty valuable on offense, which is kind of what GAS 501st used to be, right? You see a DR back in the day, you chuck in a GAS, it's not going to be the best banners, it'll be like a 53, I think, on average, with 5s dead. But it was non-committal, you didn't really have to sabotage any of your teams to do it, and it would usually get you a rear. People loved posting their DR down up front. So, I don't know, things are evolving, but I like the direction that we're evolving here. Alright, RSG's live, will probably pass that over to him. Alright, I think we'll call it there. Thank you all for stopping by. We're in a new era. I mean, we got the animations fixed. I have a lot more coming for the channel, but of course, the Patreon and the actual proper playbook do have priority for now, so things will be a little bit bumpy on stream, but we're learning quick, and certainly soon. Yeah, we just have a lot of good changes coming. I'm excited. I think it'll be good. All right. Have a good rest of your evening. Go kill it in your rounds, I hope. Peace out. I probably should have started the raid before I actually hit the button. Interesting.